Hi guys, Doobie Man here. So it's been a while since we last chatted, Last time I chatted was with the video reintroducing myself, basically talking about the channel. So I thought it's time I should sit down and chat, give you guys a little life update. More videos are on the way. I've just been contemplating on releasing videos. For some reason, I overthink when it's time to post videos. Should I post it? But there will be more videos on the way. There's also one specific video that I'm not sure would be on the way. I'm still contemplating on that video, but we'll see how that turns out, man. But otherwise, I'm still 23, still a law student, well, a law graduate, and still unemployed. Yeah, man, nothing much has really changed for me except for one thing. So it's kind of good news. So the one thing that has changed for me really is that I am now volunteering at a law firm nearby. And for me to start volunteering there is that I hit up the director. I saw the director on the group chat, on a certain group chat that I'm in. Then I texted him and he said he's willing to help me, and in terms of volunteering, he agreed that I can volunteer at his firm. So now I volunteer there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And yeah, my tasks really consist of the regular tasks that an actual candidate attorney would undertake if I was a candidate attorney. So I think it's very much helpful, so that by the time I actually secure a job or an internship as a candidate attorney, I won't really struggle in blending, learning the ropes, because I would have learned from volunteering, which is very great. And another thing is that the director of the firm, as well as his PA, said to me that they could be able to assist me to secure an internship at other firms in the meantime, So they said I can come volunteer on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and really whenever I'm available, but mainly Tuesdays and Thursdays. So really I can come in any day of the week. But yeah, it really helped me, man. So while I'm volunteering there, they said that during a certain period of time, they'll see that they can't find any other internships for me to become a candidate attorney, which I think is very great. They also said that after a certain period of time, after monitoring how I operate as a volunteer, they'll maybe be able to open a position for me and be hired as a candidate attorney. The only thing right now is that I should work on getting my license. I don't have a license. I don't even know how to drive. So I guess we'll have to do a video series on me getting my license. And yeah, the whole process of that, but they did give me a time frame in which I should acquire this license by. So yeah, man, hopefully I do get it within this time frame. If not, maybe I'll motivate someone to help me get it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I volunteer now, I have something that keeps me busy. I keep my skills sharp, because if you just sit at home and do nothing, your knowledge rots away. You start to forget things. The other day I was thinking about the law of evidence as a module, the cases that I did in that module, and I realized that these cases are starting to fade away in my mind, and that's mainly because I'm not applying these cases. Knowledge that's not applied is really not useful. Retained knowledge but you can't apply it, really not useful at all, man. So this volunteering will help me to apply that knowledge. And guys, what I want to say is that don't be afraid to volunteer, guys. Don't look at an opportunity and say that, oh, this opportunity doesn't pay at all, or this opportunity doesn't pay enough, so I won't do it. I'd rather just sit at home and do nothing. volunteering is something that you can add on your CV. Some people don't realize that when you're not experienced, in terms of you've never been employed before, volunteering is something you can actually put up on your CV, that I volunteered and I did this. Of course, volunteering must be in line with the type of job you're applying for. So with me, obviously, I'm trying to become a candidate attorney. Volunteering at law firms is good on my CV because it shows that despite the struggle in South Africa for the youth to acquire jobs, I still find a way to keep myself busy. I still find a way to keep my skills sharp, to gain knowledge, so that by the time a future employer looks at my CV, and they'll see the work ethic there. Sometimes it's not really about the marks you get at school. You could get high marks at school, but the employer will see that you don't like actual hard manual labor. You prefer the work at school, and you don't really thrive well in a real working environment. So those are things that they also look for. So don't be afraid to go to a workplace, and tell them that I want to volunteer. It's free of charge. You don't have to pay me. I show up. I help you guys. Whenever you guys need an extra hand, I'll be that extra hand. Try really these small businesses, because those are the businesses that really need extra hands, and can't really afford to pay employees at the time, or hire employees. So go to those firms and say, I'd like to volunteer. And just that, they'd probably agree because they need the extra hands, and the extra hands are coming free of charge. You're helping him or helping the company grow, while at the same time you're gaining knowledge and adding something to your CV, adding some experience to your CV. So really it's a win-win situation. I think the main thing is that you're not getting paid, but if you're sitting at home doing nothing like me all the time, volunteering really is better, unless you prefer sitting at home doing nothing and rotting away. But that's just what I wanted to say, that don't be afraid to volunteer, guys. But yeah, man, that's really the update from me. Stay tuned on the channel. Like, subscribe. More bangers, more videos, more shorts on the way. Trust the process. Trust the Doobie. Doobie Man, out.